How is everyone going? It is Mark from Find Your Fait, and today we'll be doing an astrological chart reading on Vin Diesel, also known as Mark Sinclair. His real name is Mark Sinclair, but he's known as Vin Diesel. So we're going to go with Vin Diesel. So to start it off with, he was born on the 18th of July 1967 at 3:35 p.m. in Alameda Country, California. So that makes him a Cancer with the moon in Sagittarius and the ascendant in Scorpio. So I want to start with these two first. So the Sun, which is how you express yourself and your outer personality, he has in Cancer. So Cancer is all about family, nurturing, and emotions. Then you have the ascendant in Scorpio, which is another water sign. The ascendant or rising sign is how you externally project yourself and how you socialize. So all the Scorpion traits is going to come through in how he socializes and externally projects himself, which is also another private sign. So yes, both of these are private. Scorpio is more private, but Cancer can also be private. So when you combine these two together, he's going to be very private when it comes to his family and personal matters. So there's a good chance that not many people know how his personal life is, and he tries to keep that to himself. Now the interesting thing I do see, even though he may keep family matters to himself, he does have the Sun in Cancer in the ninth house. So the ninth house is about higher education, it's about knowledge, and it's about wisdom and things like that. So that means when you got the Cancer Sun in the ninth house, Cancer is how you express. The Sun is how you express yourself, and Cancer is about nurturing and emotion. So that means is that everything to do with Cancer, he wants to teach people. So when he says family is everything, that is one good example, because Cancer also rules family. So anything to do with that, nurturing, emotions, family, he wants to teach people that these aspects in life are extremely important, which is very evident in him, like when he says family is everything, like I mentioned before. So as we all know, Cancer protects their family at all costs. And when you have it in the ninth house, which is higher knowledge, he's going to naturally want to teach people that. Another thing I do see is that his MC or 10th house, which is his career and reputation, is in Virgo. And he also has Uranus there. So I'm going to start off with Uranus. Uranus, he can be unpredictable when it comes to fame, as is evidently he was an indie filmmaker, then he was a superstar overnight. So it kind of does describe why he unpredictably just became successful after doing that film, that indie film. I'm not going to go into too much detail about the film, but I may in another video, just to keep it short and stuff. But that is just one good example. So also Virgo. I want to start talk about Virgo. So as you know, Virgo is perceived as very hardworking and very practical. And the 10th house is about career and reputation. So in this area of his life, he's very hardworking and practical when it comes to his career and reputation. Which is also evidently with his Fast and the Furious. We do see that. So he's someone that's going to take his work very seriously. So another thing I do see is that his moon squares his Uranus. So as you can see, the moon, and then you have it squaring his Uranus. So what this means that his moon in Sagittarius, I'm going to start with the moon traits. So his moon traits alone, he craves freedom, adventure, and travel, which really does make sense of why he stars in Fast and the Furious, which is all about travel, racing, and things like that. He does get very drawn when it comes to those type of subjects. It makes him emotionally happy, since the moon does rule how you're emotionally wired. So emotionally, he needs things that crave freedom and adventure, which really does make sense, like I said before, about him being in Fast and the Furious. So with this particular square aspect, like his Uranus in Virgo, so his moon in Sagittarius squares his Uranus in Virgo. So as I said before, his moon in Sagittarius creates freedom and adventure, while his Uranus in Virgo, Uranus is what you seek and your innovation. So he seeks anything to do with Virgo, which is being practical, hard working, that's what he seeks. So this aspect creates tension between his spontaneously and structure. This dynamic fills his Fast and Furious role, blending high octane action with calculated precision driven storytelling, satisfying both emotional freedom and control. So even though the square is considered a hard aspect, these two energies, even though they're very different, can come together and form someone that is very fiery, loves adventure, but it's also very hardworking and practical. So this is just one example that where even a negative aspect can create something very good if that energy is used correctly. The Sun trine ascendant, so his Sun is in Cancer, his ascendant is in Scorpio, both water signs. And for it to be considered a proper trine, the degrees also have to be close together. So I just bring up the chart so it's easy to read for you guys. So his Sun in Cancer is at exactly 25 degrees, and his moon, not his moon, his ascendant is in 20 degrees Scorpio, so that's only 5 degrees. So that creates a trine. So what this actually means is that these two energies on how he expresses himself by the Sun and how he externally projects himself by the ascendant are both flowing well. So this means that with these two particular signs, it's non-forced leadership vibes. So it's not a type of leadership where it's forced, it just comes natural. People just look up to him. It's probably someone that people love, people look up to, and they just naturally just follow him. Since these two energies in particular flow well. So that is actually very good, and it very does explain why people do look up to him. So external projection personality and outer expression personality flows very well. So that is pretty much it. If I want to look if there's anything else I can say in this chart before I end this video off. Another thing I do see is that his Mars is in the 12th house, which is action and desire. His Mars is in Libra. So the 12th house is about spirituality, things that might also get sunk. So that means that I'm going to talk about the Mars in Libra. It's probably someone that seeks balance and harmony, which is also, we do see that when it comes to the way he does things. So whatever sign Mars is in is your action and drive. It's how you drive in this world, and it's pretty much how you move. So with him having that in Libra, he's going to be someone that craves harmony and pretty much has a very balanced way in drive to go on with as well. So that's pretty much all I have to say in this video with Vin Diesel's astrological chart reading. I'm sure there is a lot more that I could say here, but I may do it in another video. This is just for the Learning Astrology series to let you guys know how to actually read these charts. But I may go more in depth with another video. Until then, thanks for watching. Please do leave any comments below, any feedback, as that does help greatly.